probably have already seen a plethora of videos of people explaining why they hate Super, whether it be their shitty plot, their recycled arc, or their just downright garbage character development for the main cast, besides Goku. Oh yeah, and I forgot about these. And although a lot of these content creators do address those things, I don't really see a lot of them going into depth on why these things ruin Super for them. Which brings me to my first ever case study, which is why Dragon Ball Super is garbage. Let me just start off by saying that Z's plot wasn't something special. In fact, it was your typical shonen where the main character would fight to get stronger and gain a new transformation for each new villain to, defeat them. It was your pretty basic shonen. But although being basic, it was still good, Not only did it make you interested in Goku, but it also made you interested in the cast that was supporting Goku. For example, let's think about Gohan's first huge moment in Z. Not only did it show the potential of Gohan and how he could potentially be the next hero of the story, but it also showed that they were more reliant on Goku and they were more reliant on Piccolo firing off his special beam cannon to defeat Raditz.
Keep you waiting. Are you ready, Goku?
It's moments as these that build up character development not only for a character such as Piccolo, but also builds up character development for the next Goku within the story, Gohan. Not only does it make Gohan look like this promising prodigy who's going to be the next Goku, but it also shows, Piccolo's progression from being an evil villain wanting to kill Goku for killing King Piccolo to this fighter who now wants to protect the Earth and help Goku and the Z Fighters accomplish. And that was something that was great about Z. It was already done telling Goku's story. It was already done developing Goku. Now it was time to develop characters that were new to the series, such as Piccolo, Vegeta, Gohan. It was time to develop them and make them into their own characters. And not only that, but giving them their own special moments within the Z story, such as Vegeta's final atonement and Gohan defeating Cell. But either way, what I'm getting at is that Z's character development makes moments like Gohan's father's son Kamehameha and Vegeta's final atonement so iconic within the series. It's because we've seen those characters grow and develop into the character that they are now. We've seen Vegeta go from space mercenary who didn't care about whoever he killed to this person who actually has a family and cares about a family and wants to protect that family and the Earth. We've seen Gohan from this kid who was always shook and who was always afraid and who was frozen at the moment to kick Nappa to this kid who is now the savior of the Earth and that everybody's life depended on. It wasn't about Goku. The story was no longer around Goku. Which brings me to Super. Now I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Super was actually something that I was really excited about, especially not only just being a Dragon Ball fan, but just, bringing back something from my childhood that was kind of ruined because of, But yeah, Super was something that I anticipated ever since I watched, the Resurrection of F movie in the movie theaters. But did we get a disappointment? Now, my whole reasoning for explaining why Z's character development was really important to the whole story of Z was just to show you how important, character development is to the Dragon Ball series and how important it is that, they develop other characters other than Goku. Which, Super just clearly didn't get the, memo that, Dragon Ball is about Goku and the cast supporting him, not just about Goku. And as you can see, Super completely fails at this. Not only does Super just say fuck off to the whole cast that literally makes Dragon Ball, but they also make it known that, the only people who can stop a real threat is Goku and Vegeta. And not only that, but when it is Goku and Vegeta fighting the threat, they are always going to be in favor of their senpai Goku. A few examples of this would be within the Golden Frieza saga. We're here at the end. It looks like Vegeta's going to beat Frieza. This is literally what his character has built up to, was to defeat Frieza, and he finally gets his chance to, say his last words to Frieza and, send the nigga straight back to hell. Nope, that moment is completely cut off to Goku saving the world. Another example, Beerus comes and he just bodies everybody, and who gets to be the new god or the new Super Saiyan god? Who gets to get the new Super Saiyan God transformation to defeat Beerus? Well, it's not Vegeta. Vegeta, who literally just had gotten a new Super Saiyan boost that makes him on the level as Goku Super Saiyan 3. No, we're not going to give it to clearly the stronger Saiyan now. We're going to give it to, Goku, because, it's Goku, and we all love Goku. Or we can talk about the time, Vegeta just gets his ass handed to him by Hit, and, Goku swoops in out of nowhere, and although, yeah, he does get his ass beat, he still puts up more than a fight than Vegeta. And with that being a huge flaw within the series, that doesn't bother me as much as them ruining the character of Vegeta. Now you might ask, how are they ruining the character of Vegeta? Well, let me play this clip for you.
How can a Saiyan fight like that, and at the same time be so gentle that he wouldn't hurt a fly? Oh, it makes me angry just thinking about it. But perhaps it is my anger that has made me blind to the truth for so long. I see it now. This day has made it all too clear. You're better than me, Kakarot. You are the best.
Now, just to prove my point on how they're ruining Vegeta, I'm going to play another clip, and you tell me if the first clip still applies to Vegeta now.
俺はいつまでもナンバー2の座に甘んじているつもりはないぞ。いずれは貴様を超えて、いや、この宇宙のすべてのやつを超えて。
Now look, I don't have no problem with Vegeta wanting to compete with Goku and him wanting to be stronger than Goku. In fact, that was one of my favorite things from Z that made it really interesting to watch, because not only did it show that Vegeta can reach the same levels as Goku, but it showed that he can reach the same levels and go even further beyond, besides when Goku went Super Saiyan 3, but that's besides the point. But either way, it put Goku and Vegeta on even playing fields. But when you go to Super, on the other hand, it just seems like, every time Vegeta reaches Goku's new gap, he had already found a new way how to just push himself to a new limit and make himself the most powerful warrior. And if they are doing where they want Goku or Vegeta to pick up the mantle of the next god of destruction, then who do we honestly think that Whis is gonna give it to? Somebody who literally has a new form called Limit Breaker, or somebody who literally just knows the basic Super Saiyan God transformation that was started by Goku? So to conclude, I'm just gonna talk about Super's story. Now, I'm not gonna talk about the 2 recycled arcs or the 2 tournament arcs, just because I don't really have a lot to say on those arcs. Those arcs are just, what they are. They're arcs, and those arcs don't really bother me. They're pretty much, pretty generic within Dragon Ball. But I mainly want to talk about now. I'm going to just be 100% with you and say that the Zamasu arc was really hype and just didn't live up to it. Now, I'm not saying that, it wasn't entertaining or that I didn't like the arc, because I honestly like this arc more than anything of Super, It was the thing that kept me watching Super, was the whole Goku Black thing, because it was mysterious. I wanted to know who was Goku Black, or if it was really Goku, or what was the whole thing that they were going to come up with would turn Goku evil. And I was really curious on, how they were going to deliver on it, especially since they introduced a villain such as Zamasu, whose motives weren't to gain power and to be the strongest and to just be a corrupt leader or something like that. He viewed himself as the hero of the story. He wanted to save people from their own selves in a way, and I wanted to see how they were going to take this story and mold it into I thought that Dragon Ball was going to get into a really serious and gritty and just good arc for Dragon Ball. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it was dark, it was gritty for a Dragon Ball Super episode, but it wasn't, what the arc was supposed to be or what the arc was built up to be. Now, when you have a character like Zamasu who thinks that he's saving humanity from themselves, and who think that he's doing, the good deed here, but yet you have him acting like this other person where he's just another Cell or Frieza. It kind of just, you know, ruins the stories and makes it another Dragon Ball Z story and another Dragon Ball story where the villain's motive is just to gain more powerful and be the strongest in the world. Just looking through the problems like this, I can see why people honestly fucking hate Super. Well, shit, you would think they would learn from their first Wait. You're telling me there are actual dumbasses out there who believe that this shit is better than this shit when they are both the same level of garbage? Okay, quick PSA, I guess, before the outro rolls. Yeah, if you like this video and, you know, you would like to see the part 2 of the video why I go ham on GT, you know, get the video up to 5 likes, you know, and, yeah, this has been your boy, Nick Judah, and I'm out.